Welcome to another episode of Velocity Chaos! Coming up on this week's episode of the Velocity Chaos podcast, Nick and Luke talk about Nick's recent vacation to Nicaragua. Did Nick kill someone while he was on vacation?
Would be pretty easy in some of these third world countries just to off someone and no one would know.
And later, find out, does Luke hate democracy? Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. All to come next on the Velocity Chaos podcast. Okay, and welcome. This is the next episode of the Velocity Chaos podcast. We have here on March 21st another odd episode. Nick is Verdict with us today here remotely. Coming from, where are you coming from, Nick?
I'm in New Jersey.
Oh, ew. That sounds terrible. I thought it was New York. I don't know if we should do this.
Yeah, it would definitely be cooler. I'll be in New York tomorrow, though, if that counts.
Oh, that'll play. That'll play. So we'll
let it ride.
Yeah, where have you been? Where did you abandon me? We need to know.
Well, first of all, I want to apologize for being a little flighty. I know that you have some trust issues now, but I'm here to make amends.
I appreciate you coming back in this manner, at least not physically, but telephonetically, I guess. Would this be considered?
That's the best way to make a comeback, I think.
Yeah, little by little.
Anyway, I took a little vacation, stepped out of town for a bit, but it was well received. It was a great time. I was in Nicaragua.
Oh, Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
Jaguar. Drinking orange juice.
Yes, lots of orange juice.
Cool. So was it just a getaway, or was there any other plans?
So it was well, you know me. I'm kind of a globetrotter. Have been in the past, probably always will be. But it was the lady friend. It was her last spring break, so we wanted to make it a big one and a good one. So we took a trip. It's not too bad. It's not it didn't blow the bank account, but we still had a lot of fun. So it was a good balance.
Hey, a nice middle ground, getting out of the country, doing some illegal things, maybe kill someone here or there, but you're not in America, so it doesn't really matter. And now you're out of that country, right?
We really thought about some of that stuff. We thought about how it kind of would be pretty easy in some of these third world countries just to off someone and no one would know.
Wow, I didn't think you'd think of that. I thought that was something more I would think of.
Yeah, well, I was trying to take you with me a little bit.
Okay.
Actually, I messaged you last week, and we both agreed you would have been a great third wheel on this trip.
Oh, forever the third wheel. Just making tricycles everywhere I go.
I just picture you squeaking like squeak, squeak, like a tricycle, little tricycle. No, but it's great. It's great. I have plenty of little anecdotes to talk about. But how's it going? How's it going with you?
Everything's going as well as it can go, I guess, for where I'm at. The only thing I really wanted to talk about in this last 2 weeks is something that I found out this morning.
So wait, so you for 2 weeks you're like, I want to talk about something, but I don't know what it is yet. And then this morning you found out.
Yeah, exactly. This morning I found out, and it was on my way to work, and it happened to be a group of people doing something on these steps. I'm guessing it was a protest because they were holding signs and someone had a megaphone. Yeah, it's not what I expected. It was the chant was, lady in the megaphone, show me what democracy looks like, and the response was, "This is what democracy looks like."
Like the picket line. That's what democracy looks like.
Yeah, yeah. So it was, "Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like." And they,
If they really chanted it like that, like it would have been awesome just to beatbox in your own microphone. You know, you just it's like they're all like doing their thing, and then you just come in and you're like, and then it's just like democracy.
democracy.
What?
I almost did want to stop and just, but it's so that was one person chanting, and then everyone else chanting. I thought democracy was the other way around, though. Like everyone has a voice, and then that one person kind of voices that opinion.
Oh, democracy is completely about the mob mentality overwhelming the logic of a few
Yeah.
smart people.
To me, I would think that the crowd would be like, "Show me what democracy looks like," and then the one person would say, "This is what democracy looks." Because I mean, don't we all vote for one person to voice for our opinion? As
Yes, exactly. You
okay,
should have pointed that out to them and been like, can I give you guys a little tip on your protest here?
just yeah, if you want a little role reversal, just not that you guys have to have the megaphone. You can still have the megaphone. It's just switch the order of the chants.
You're like, I'm gonna play the part of the celebrity politician in this case. Okay, I'm gonna swoop in. I'm gonna tell you all what I think. Majority of you are gonna listen to me, 75%, and you're gonna sway the tide of the other 25%. So here I go.
Exactly.
That's how
Um,
it's gonna go.
does protesting like that get anything done? I don't think so.
Have you ever protested?
No, I guess can't say I've experienced it.
If you had to protest one thing, like, what would it be?
Mm. American cheese.
Like, yay or nay, keep or leave it.
I think we need to replace that. I mean, it is very versatile, but I think it's just a weak cheese.
It's a very weak cheese. I mean, I don't even recognize it or register it as cheese, in my opinion. It's not a true world class cheese.
No, it's like a crappy cheddar.
Yeah, you know what is a real world class cheese? Parmigiano.
Parmigiano Reggiano, as
Yes,
what's the
yes.
lady would say.
I don't.
Cooking. Lisa Ray is it what?
Oh, all I know is their last name is Ray. This is terrible. This just shows how much daytime television I watch. I'm lacking. I'm lacking. This is a gap in my knowledge here.
Rachel Ray. 30-minute meals with Rachel Ray.
Got it. Okay, we're good.
Woof.
Glad we got that one cleared up. That would have ruined our credibility.
Yeah. I watched that enough when grandma used to live with us. That's like all that was on is Rachel Ray, the cooking show.
That's great. Well, I pick this up. I cheated one time on my trip, not with my no. Okay, I should have prefaced this.
Yeah.
W- my girlfriend and I cheated because we were in this really cool like tropical foreign country
And
and we were just unplugged. We had no cell service. You know, we really only messaged our family to let them know that we were okay. So it was like awesome. But the one night we did have good enough Wi-Fi to watch a little Netflix. So,
ooh.
but it was well worth our time. We watched the new one of their new originals, which is the Chef's Table, and it was they profile chefs, and it was awesome because they did the first episode is this Italian guy, and his big thing is like he's like the expert in Parmigiano, and
Expert in
yeah,
Parmesan.
yeah, like it was amazing because like all these food critics are like also being interviewed and talking about this one chef, and like this one lady was just so adamant. She's like so articulate, and then she just gets to this one point in the show where she's just like, he is literally the leading mind in Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, and I'm just like losing it.
Like, who who classifies like I'm going to actually who decides like yes, this is my life goal. I will learn every ounce of Parmigiano Reggiano in the world.
Yeah, like I mean, it was pretty incredible, but it was cool because they did take the camera crew into like a big cheese warehouse and like they talked to these old wrinkled Italian men who just the way you know that the cheese is done, it's crazy. It's by like hitting it with a hammer and like
Uh,
listening to the sound, and the cheese literally gives off a sound that says, "Hey, I'm ready."
cheese audio. Yeah, the cheese is. I'm good.
We should get some cheese sound effects in this podcast.
So is it like I just think not like a hammer, but like just a large wooden mallet being swung at a wheel of cheese.
It's actually like a little wooden mallet. It's like a
Oh,
little. It's like they carry it in their little tool belt and they just walk around smacking cheese wheels.
I was like imagining like the big mallet, and then they kind of got a carnival. Like one of the Italian guys, like a carnival, got the big canvas pants or whatever with the stripes, and step right up, come and have your go at the wheel of Parmigiano Reggiano. See what it sounds like.
Yeah,
Like,
if you pick the right one, you're the winner. You know what they should do? This is the next Disney Pixar movie right here.
how to make cheese?
No, it's about like animated cheese, and
Oh, and
it's about them singing out about how they're ready to be shipped away.
then I think that they're gonna have a bad reception just because of the Seth Rogen food movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, now they're gonna think that any kind of food movie at this point is gonna be an adult movie, and then but then then adults are gonna think it's an adult movie, then they're gonna go see it as a kids movie, and it's just gonna be ass backwards.
Yeah, market's already filled. I gotcha. All right,
Yeah,
scrap it.
scrap it. But in a similar vein of cheese or chef, I guess, shows, is I came across Forged in Fire, which is
Forged in fire.
Forged in Fire. It's a knife making show or a
What?
blade. Yes.
Where is this? Where can I watch this?
I think History Channel. It's
Of
pretty
course,
awesome.
of course, it'd be History Channel.
It's probably on, I'd guess Hulu, maybe Netflix. But yeah, it was pretty cool. The it's like they have like four people come in, they're like, we want you to make this kind of blade out of this junk pile, and they like dig in. One of the episodes is like using a lawnmower blade to create a knife.
That is amazing. It's like, what is that? Junkyard Pickers meets like Pawn Stars meets like choppers.
Yeah.
American choppers.
Yeah, and there's this one judge on
Get it?
there.
American choppers.
American choppers. One judge on there. He doesn't know how to use the conjunction but. He uses it in the most backwards way. Like, um, so your knife was able to cut through this wheel of, or I was going to go with cheese.
Parmigiano
Yeah.
Reggiano.
I got stuck on cheese, so I was going to go with it. Your knife was able to easily cut through this wheel of Parmigiano Reggiano, but it is a sharp blade. You passed. It's like, wait, what? Wait,
So it doesn't go into like a counter negative. It's just
yeah,
about like, but also.
yeah. It's like, wait. Do you know what that means? And then,
He uses it as a segue.
yeah, it's like, and no, you want to use and, sir,
And
and or.
would also be inappropriate in that scenario. You did a great job. Your
Yeah,
knife cut through this cheese wheel, or it was a good blade.
yeah. It's like you were able, stabbing into this paint can. It pierced the paint can, but I was also able to crack the sternum. It is a sharp blade. Wait, what?
Or it is a sharp blade.
Yeah. And he's like always smiling. He's like, "Oh man, you love knives."
Those are the best kind of people.
So what happened in Nicaragua? What I feel like you've got something that
Okay.
happened.
Okay. Let me let me run through a couple scenarios.
Besides your cheese
The cheese,
experience.
yeah, which had nothing to do with Nicaragua at all, which is why you need to unplug from the internets. Anyhow, the water was awesome. The first place we stayed at was really small, and it was in a little fishing town. All the like cool red surfer and backpackers hang out
Is this
there
a place
because,
for ants?
yeah, exactly. Las Penitas. It was awesome, and to clean yourself off, you literally had to like dump buckets of water on yourself.
Oh, just the old bucket method of showering.
Yeah, yeah. And it wasn't bad though because it was like 90 degrees every day there.
Yeah, and I'm sure when you're swimming, as long as you get the salt off, you should be fine.
Yeah, so it was a good time. Really cool little town. The food was pretty delicious. Not as spicy as I thought it was gonna be. It's not very like, don't think Mexican at all. It's
Hmm.
completely different.
Is Nicaragua perceived as a spicy country?
Well, showing my very narrow-minded, occasional narrow, everything south of Texas is spicy.
That's that. So you think everything south of Texas has got on the spice scale is gonna like over a seven at least.
Yeah, that was at least just my general assumption, but it's incorrect.
Is I guess would it be relative to the equator? Any
Maybe,
the closer you get to the equator, the spicier the foods are, but then kind of getting down
perhaps.
to the bottom of Chile, you're back to bland food.
But that's why I travel to become more open-minded and to understand the trends of cuisine.
And cheese.
Definitely cheese. No, but I gotta be honest. I've been carrying this one with me ever since last week to bring back home this little anecdote, and I think we do a great job of going through our podcast and having a good time. But I'm gonna bring up a little bit of controversy here. Okay,
Uh-oh. Is it a nugget of hate are you bringing?
this one is I know it's definitely pitting me versus you squarely eye to eye. No,
Uh-oh.
it's we are on opposite sides of this fence, my friend.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
I officially and forever will despise cats.
What?
Yeah.
What? I thought okay, first I thought you were gonna say you no longer like Lord of the Rings. But
No, that's impossible.
okay, okay, sorry. That's what I was preparing myself for. But what? How can you not like cats?
Okay, well, I got to tell you this story. I'm a total dog person, 100%.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I used to tolerate cats, especially because I had a couple friends like you. I'm like, all right, my friends like them, I'll tolerate their cats, and it'll be cool. But
You've met Monty. He's been cool.
yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, they're all right.
Okay,
They're all right.
fair enough.
So we were staying in this first place, and it was the second night. We had just had a great time exploring around the landscape. We weren't on the beach that day, but we were definitely like dirty and sweaty when we came back. And there was a house cat there. And I don't know if it was the owner of the Airbnb or if it was her housekeeper who didn't speak a lick of English.
Oh, and
Um,
it's her fault that you're in Nicaragua and she didn't speak English.
well, I really feel like that plays into this story. So, um, so we're in the we're like, all right, time to get cleaned up. So it's like we left, and uh it's a small two bedroom house, and the bathroom has the shower in it and stuff. And so I was getting cleaned up, and my girlfriend was getting cleaned up, and there was like a new uh other pair of people staying there, and we heard them start exclaiming and like yelling from the other room.
Hmm.
um this cat started to get sick all over the floor.
Like the cat knows.
Yeah, yeah, he was just, yeah, that. I mean, perfect rendition of it apparently.
Oh no,
And
what are you gonna do?
but see, this was the thing. This is not just a house cat. This is a yard cat. This is a
Street cat?
street cat playing fancy face like in the big people's house. He's puking or she's puking, I couldn't tell which. Puking up like remnants of mice and like carcassed insects.
What is it? An owl? Uh, Puking up cat pellets now?
Cat pellets. It's definitely not just fancy feast or just like cat mix. It's like full like haunches of rats.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the first part of it. And so we come out and they're like, "Yeah, we just cleaned it up and it's all right." We're like, "Oh, cool. That's cool. Thanks. Sorry about that." Yada yada yada. Go into
Wait,
our
why are they
bedroom.
apologizing? It's not like it's their
No,
cat.
I'm apologizing to
Oh,
them that they had to clean it up because the housekeeper's not there anymore. This
oh,
is this is like 9 o'clock at night.
oh.
Yep. So go into the our bedroom and you know how you walk into a room and you know somebody has been in there?
Someone or something.
This time it was a something.
Oh God.
I was like something was in here and then I started to take in the room. My observational skills quickly detected the literal pile of shit on my
Oh,
bed.
oh God. And you've been working on your observational skills, I believe you.
Yes, yes, yes. No, but it was, and again, this is not your regular house cat, so it wasn't just like, all right, we'll just have to like rip the sheet off and not use it.
Yeah.
This was
Mm.
like sick, like dysentery cat shit.
Oh God. It was all soupy and
Uh, I,
gross.
I have a hard time. I have nightmares about this still.
Yeah.
So
Wake up in the middle of the night and there's just this raggedy cat just like just like
no,
right on
no,
top
no,
of you.
no. Oh, I would die. So the cat successfully like did its business all over our bed, including pissing. And we all know that cat piss is like number one or two of most like toxic urines in the world.
Uh, I, I'm gonna need some data on that. But
So anyhow, this cat literally ruined this bed and couldn't get a hold of the housekeeper, couldn't find any new linens, so we were homeless.
oh God, wait,
And this
yeah, where are you
cat, we
gonna
did
sleep?
nothing to this cat. We did nothing to this cat. We walked in and he was sleeping.
That on the bed or just in the middle of the floor?
No, no, no. He was like sleeping in the living room area, not even in our room.
So this is just a street cat that they let inside just to roam everywhere.
No, she feeds it. The housekeeper
Oh,
feeds it. Feeds it and waters it inside the house. The cat doesn't really ever leave the yard, nor should it, because there's millions of stray dogs in Nicaragua.
yeah.
But it's just a mangy looking, vindictive little pest.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's just a bad run-in, but I mean, you can't. It's just like cheeses. You can't just because American cheese isn't that great. Not all of the cheeses are going to be bad.
It's tough though. After that one, it's tough. Like having to go next door and pay for another hotel room, it's tough.
Yeah, that hurts. Scratchy did not do you well on that one.
No,
Maybe, but how about this? Did you go back to that place the next day?
yes.
Dang it! I was going to say maybe those other people ended up dying, and you lucked out.
We it was funny because we left, the housekeeper wasn't there when we left. And but then eventually had to go back because we did forget some of our things at this place. And it's funny because she was like helping fishermen with their boats, like literally dragging them around. This woman, this very large woman, and she saw us from like 100 yards away, and I'm like, kind of like, let's just go get our stuff and get out of here. But then she keeps looking, like squinting and squinting, like, is that those people from yesterday? And finally, I like wave, and she's like waves back, and she comes in the house with us, and we're like picking up our things. And
And she doesn't speak English, right?
no,
So you just got to like cat and point at the cat, and then you shit, and
No,
you like point your
I knew
on
El
the bed.
Gato. El
Oh,
Gato. That's all I got. But it was enough because I
El
went in the
Gato,
room
El
and
Pupo.
she was like looking around like, why does it smell so bad? I'm like, El Gato. She thought we did it.
Oh, just like oh they got swifty and
Yeah.
crapped on the
Yeah.
bed.
Yep. Yep. Nope.
Uh,
So I'm sorry, man. I'm a little perturbed with the cat species right now.
that's understandable. I'll get you back into the cats. I'll like I said that one time, I'll get my Gordon Amelia Bombay cat, and it'll be the greatest cat you ever know.
That cat did sound pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyhow, that was really the only black mark on the vacation. Otherwise, we spent a lot of time climbing volcanoes and sledding down them. And then,
What?
yeah, that's a real thing. The only place you can do it, Nicaragua did it.
Is it volcanic
Um,
ash?
it's like volcanic gravel, yeah.
Hmm. Snowboarding or just sledding?
There was an option to snowboard, but I decided it would have been best to keep my face the way it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have a good face, strong
Some
face.
would disagree with me, but I thought it'd be okay. So that is definitely something you should put on your bucket list. I mean, we were going probably like 40 miles an hour down this volcano.
Nice.
And
That's,
it's funny because to slow down, you need to lean forward,
hmm.
and to speed up, you lean back, which is like against tendency, you know?
Yeah.
You want to pull away from the direction you're going to slow down. But yeah, my girlfriend, it didn't quite click.
Just kept going faster.
Yeah, she just kept leaning farther and farther back. I just kept going faster and faster.
Like, oh, and then they got like a speedometer, like, oh, she's at 30 kilometers per hour. Oh, 40 kilometers per hour.
Dios
She's
mío!
50 kilometers per hour. What is she doing?
The volcano starts like rumbling because it's like she's just building up like so much like speed that it's just like rattling the volcano.
Generating energy to the volcano.
Yeah, exactly. So we saw that. We saw some historical places. Stayed at a cool.
What's
Uh,
quick interjection
cool.
to show my um dumbassness. What's a historical place in Nicaragua?
The cathedral. They have a cathedral in Leon.
A catedral is
A
what they would.
catedral. Oh, very good, very good.
I didn't even
No,
go there, and I speak
yeah,
better
yeah.
Nicaraguan or
So,
Spanish.
oh God, you almost had it. You almost had it. So they also have down in San Juan del Sur. That was the third place we stayed at. It's like a big bay, and up on the hill they have a statue of Jesus Christ, like the big one in Brazil.
Oh, oh, okay. Never, I was gonna say I thought that was in Brazil, but they have their own smaller version.
Well, up there they have a lot of big plaques like talking about it, and I didn't know that there are like a ton of countries that have like statues
Jesus
like
on the
that.
hilltop.
Yeah, and like some of the tallest ones are actually like 30 plus meters tall.
Dang,
Yeah,
that's
so
like,
like cuz I
geez,
thought the one in Brazil was the biggest one.
is it not, or is that
It
just
is not.
the highest one? Maybe.
That could be true. It's definitely the biggest one in the Americas.
Hmm.
But some like Bulgaria, it might have the largest one. Surprisingly, Poland has a really large one as well.
Man, does America have one? I think America has like that thumbs up Jesus or something in front of.
Thumbs up Jesus. We got
But
statues of thumbs up Jesus. We got statues of Satan. We got
yeah.
statues of Megatron.
But we don't have any hilltop Jesuses.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, we got. Let's work on that.
You and I should just just start building one like ourselves.
And then who's gonna get mad? I mean, besides, like, well, it is Jesus, I guess. Yeah, we like Christmas.
They're gonna be like, "What are you guys doing?" We're gonna be like, "Our calling."
Yeah, and
You're doing your calling.
And you're gonna be like skull. We're just gonna get like a giant block, a brick of not brick, but a giant boulder that you're gonna chisel, and I'm just gonna stand there as the model for it, and we'll go from there.
That sounds good. That sounds good to me.
Yeah, that'll play. That'll play.
I'm looking up the tallest Jesus Christ statues.
Jesus Christ! How come we can't take his name in vain? And what does that even mean?
Yeah.
What do you find?
Luke Horvat.
Take my own name in vain. Ah, Luke Korvette. Hey, whoa! You can't take his name in vain either.
We should do that as like in public. Like you'd be like, whoa. Just take it easy.
Yeah, easy there. What was the Bob Saget guy? Just every time something happened, Bob Saget. That was like 10 years ago. You got any research here on these tall Jesuses?
It's kind of hard to figure out which one is truly the tallest one. I'll have to do a little digging. But the one thing I do know for sure is that they all are all very different, like in the way that they look.
They don't
Some
all
of
look
them,
like Jesus.
not the blue-eyed Catholic version.
Blue-eyed, blonde-haired Jesus.
Yeah. Like you.
Exactly.
Just you're brown-eyed, I think.
And yeah, a brown-eyed man. Yeah, I remember when I had brown hair.
I used to sing sha la la. Never mind. No.
I know. So where else? What else is some kind of awesome landmark in Nicaragua that I should know about?
All of the volcanoes are sweet. We didn't get to do there's one that has like a big rainforest on top of it. We didn't get to hike that one, but I'd go back just to do it because I heard it's pretty amazing, and I saw a couple pictures. But we did see the Messiah volcano is actually got an open crater, so you can, it's one of the biggest like things I've looked at ever. It's just so big.
Just kind of puts you into perspective.
Yeah, you go to the edge of it and you look down, and it's not like you can see a whole lake of fire, like you will someday. I know.
Yeah.
But, no, you see, you see like you can see down into the crater, but it's like it is way down there.
Hello. Oh wait, I got something for that.
Yeah.
Hello. Anyone here in the volcano?
That's me. I'm picturing you just falling, saying that, and it's echoing around you. But that was really amazing. Very vast, very powerful to look at. So I enjoyed that. It's just great. Yeah. But a lot of it otherwise is pretty flat. They don't really have like many tall buildings there. They don't really have many iconic, they don't have a Sears Tower.
Yeah, because they got did they have any what you call it, pyramids? Not like pyramids, but like the
like ruins, like Incan
yeah,
or
that's
Mayan.
Good. Yeah, all that good stuff.
They might. We only were kind of in the south, like of Nicaragua, but I think up in the northern stuff they have way more like kind of historical landmarks and stuff like that, like more like ancient peoples kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'd be interested in stuff like that.
Same. Round 2. Nicaragua round 2.
Tricycle, and then we'll sacrifice a baby or something. It'll be great.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll just find one.
Find a child or cat to sacrifice for you.
I'm up with a cat. I'm good with a cat, except I feel like that would bring like curses down upon us.
On you. Yeah.
The gods would be like, you want to send a cat to the afterlife with us? Are you insane? Curses for 1,000 years and to you and your generations.
That's why they have 9 lives, is because they shouldn't be here.
Yes. It's invasion prevention.
Okay, so we'll stick with the child. and we'll have to eat its heart or something so that we have like longevity and good health or something like that.
All for the sake of longevity.
Yeah.
But no,
That's
it's a cool country. I said we saw three different cities, stayed in three different ones. Like the first one was on the coast, but it was like in more of the flat part of Nicaragua. It reminded me of a lot of like Georgia or Alabama. So it was like really dry and hot
mm,
and just a lot of shrubbery. And then we went up to Granada, which is right on the lake, which is more like colonial, and it was cooler and it was much more like temporal forest. And then we ended up in San Juan del Sur, which is like a really beautiful like coastal beach town. A lot of surfing and stuff like that. So very tropical.
does everyone say bro in Nicaragua, or is there a Spanish word for bro?
I'm not sure. Like the Nicaraguan
Holmes.
people, yeah. Hey, no, most of the bras you hear are from backpacking surfer people.
Ah, so it's just a wherever they come from.
Yeah. Thankfully, I didn't really have to talk to that many people.
Nice. That's my kind of lifestyle.
Yeah, it was like you were surrounded by a lot of people, which was cool, and like you felt like you were part of, a culture moving about, but it wasn't like every single person I saw at the hostel was coming up to me and like, "Hey, where you from, mate?"
Oh,
I'd have
that's
been
mighty interesting.
no. As soon as you say I'm from the United States, they're like, "Oh, all right." Well,
Later,
I'm
fucker.
from New Zealand. Yeah, exactly. Everyone thinks they're better than us.
Yeah, as they shouldn't, because we're America.
I thought
Um,
how odd it was sometimes. Like I've met some people there from Finland, and like, oh, I always wanted to go to the Nordics, and they didn't reciprocate at all. Like, oh yeah, I always wanted to go to Ohio.
yeah.
And that's when I realized that. Oh,
What's in Ohio?
yeah, but
Yeah.
it was just funny.
In this lake, are there sharks? Are sharks available in that lake that
I
you
do
spoke of?
not know, but this lake has over 300 islands in it, so it's pretty big.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of large bodies of water. They scare me 'cause you don't know what's under there.
Then the surf towns would not really be your place.
No, I like water, but going in and or above water freaks me out.
Sounds very feline of you.
Yeah, might be a cat. What are you gonna do about it?
I have to think about. I might have to just keep doing the podcast remotely.
Yeah, I think it's better that way.
That sounds like exactly what a cat would say.
Oh, at least are you drinking um unplugged your Labay Blue?
What was that?
Are you drinking your Labatt Blue?
I have. I don't have a Labatt Blue on me.
But you have something though, right?
Yeah,
Okay, that works. It's and I'm not that I'm
standard practice.
yeah, not that I'm plugging Labatt, but it's the fuel of creativity, I feel.
I would plug Labatt if they
If they
wanted to.
wanted to, yeah. I'm all for it.
Just saying we're open. Just saying we're open to
Open to it,
sponsorship.
yes.
We're
Um but yeah, as of right now, I'm not trying to sway anyone's opinion, but yeah, Labatt Blue. Labatt Blue. That's like my go-to like regular beer.
good stuff. Yeah, most beers in it's so funny. So Tonya is like their beer, their like big distributed beer all over the place. You can get it for $1 anywhere you want.
Nice.
And I was like, cool, have a refreshing beer with lunch and dinner. And so finally we were at the restaurant and I was just like, I saw a local craft brew and I was like, oh, I gotta. It might be $2, but I have to.
Yeah.
And I ordered it, and he's like, nope, no, no porterhouse. I was like,
Wait, what do you
you
mean?
you don't have your own craft beer? You don't have your own craft beer in stock.
Not for you. And
I
then
just
like the table next to you. Here you go.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was highly disappointed. Just it was kind of a
Did you write a Yelp
I was
review?
crestfallen.
You gave him a review, bad review for that.
Yeah. But otherwise, great trip.
Good
Great
trip.
trip. Highly recommend it to anybody who's interested in Central South America. It's like an easy country to get along with. I mean, as long as you kind of know where you're going. We rented a car, and you got to be kind of aggressive down there.
Mm.
But I kind of felt a little bit like Vin Diesel in the Fast and Furious movies. Felt pretty cool.
Did you are you telling me you just shaved your head?
Maybe.
Nice.
No, I think either of us, if we ever shaved our heads, it would be a mistake.
Yeah, I have a weird shaped head.
We would look like skinny. We would look like cone heads.
We gotta bulk up first.
Yeah.
And then
Because
it'll be
even
all
if we do look weird, no one's gonna mess with us.
exactly. So step one, gain muscle. Step 2, possibly shave head. Because
True.
I'm thinning. I am.
There you go. No, you're not. All right, but yeah, but I just wanted to say, great job last week. I loved what happened, went down. A little solo work,
Yeah.
solo artistry.
You know, I try to take life one step at a time, and stepping stones of life are what keep us afloat in the world. Going from pond to pond, say we're going to the Netherlands or Nicaragua, visiting Jesus statues in life. It's just something that you got to take in stride, and when you're thrown an opportunity to do something, why not do it? And when you have something that you normally do and you don't have all the pieces there, you gotta make things work with what you have. It's like trying to bake a cake with what you have. You might not have all the ingredients you normally would, but maybe throw some applesauce in there. It'll moisten itself up, because sometimes when you have the apples in life, you get to go on and you get to ski and surf down the side of a volcano in life. And who gets to do that? Not many people, but everyone should do that. Sometimes you find yourself stuck in a protest and you're yelling out random words. Do you know what you're yelling about, or do you just like yelling? And that's just the way life is. You gotta go with the flow. Sometimes a cat shits on your bed, but you clean it up, you move on, and hopefully you're here for that next day to make another person in the world smile. That's all you want to do, is just make people smile and bring a bright light to the lives of other people. So I do want to thank you, Nick, for being here and everything that you go through me with in things.
You're welcome.
Nice.
Period.
That's it. Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to throw on?
No, looking forward to being back in the studio next week and getting another regular episode back on track. Good things to come. Yeah,
It's gonna be fun.
definitely. Was this episode 10?
This is 10. This is
What?
10. I feel like we kind of missed the
Episode
boat
10.
on being amped about it. I totally
No, we
forgot
can
to
land it on the ampage. Land it
Okay.
on the ampage.
Woo!
Episode 10 coming at you, folks.
Nice. Doing something different. Remote echolocation.
Because we can.
Because we can and because we did. All right. See
Episode
everyone
10
next
in the
week.
bag.
Thank you. We're in the double digits now. That means our feet are wet. Bye.
Bye.